Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Can you guys hear it all? Can I hear it? Let's see. It does this to me all the time. But I'm smarter at it. There we go. Okay. Alright, we got some pre-show action going. I got some cool stuff. So, hold on. I need to plug in. Alright. How's everybody doing today? Alright, sorry for missing Saturday. There was a comedy of errors that had occurred for that. But, so, yeah, that was a thing. Okay. And, okay. Normally I do all this while you guys are in the pre-show. How's everybody doing? Who's all here? Refresh. Alright, I can hear it now. I got too many fans going, that's why I can't hear it. That fan should move, that's why Alright, so you guys want to see something cool? Okay, so this is a stream deck, right? So basically they're just you can set like shortcuts for hotkeys, right? And when you do, like I could do with just push a button, right? No mouse. Hold on, ready? Look what else we can do. You ready? I can pause the show. I can hit play, and we start the show. So this idea that I'm mousing, looking for like the play and pause button, right there, and back again. And then like, oh, Ben wants to step away for a second. Oh man, my camera's all jacked up. Where you at, camera? Or the screen's tilted? I don't know where I'm looking today. Holy crap. Like I skip a day and I stop forgetting how to do this. Okay. Alright. Good enough, I suppose. Boop. Like, how fun is that? Now I do have options. Okay, right now I just have the play and pause of the show, and then I have my smoke screen, my non-smoke screen. But then I think what we try and do is, I would love to play with volume on this thing. Like if I can move the volume up and down a little bit, but I didn't get crazy. Absolutely the cool, like. I got some cool gifts for my birthday, man, but this thing is actually pretty fun. I can just... okay, so... Okay, so there's 6 buttons, okay? So I have the screen right here. Okay, that's the play, pause, and then smoke screen on, smoke screen off. And then these ones are just forward and backwards because I can have multiple pages of stuff. Like if I move over here, I have this page for, and here's what's kind of junky about this. All right, so because I have all of these different scenes, right? So, oh, okay, you guys can see my mouse. Okay, like we're doing mind pockets. So mind pockets has an X number of like has different shortcuts than the Whimsy Live or Nooners. So, like if I come over here, settings, hotkeys. Okay, so here's where you guys can see where. So this is like I could have a button. Now, eventually, when I get a bigger, like you can get one of these things that are like 15 or 20 buttons. Mine's 6, but like I could run literally everything from buttons. Like I can start this stream. I can reset some stuff, whatever. But here's where I was saying the scenes over here. They have their own shortcuts, but you can't use like Rusty Lake. I should delete it. Like I don't need the Rusty Lake one anymore, but I'm like all nostalgic about it. But these are all the different scenes. These are all the different tabs that we had for the Rusty Lake game. This is an old live, right? So this one has the smoking on and off, the hide and show. Whatever shortcut I would have put here, I can't reuse it. So it'd be like Shift 1, Shift 2, and then the next Nooners, like right, I have it as Shift 3 and 4. But the exact same screen for Mind Pockets is Control. Oh, see, that looks weird. It's Control 1, Control 2. I gotta play with, like, oh, that's kind of junk. Like, I don't know why they're, why Shift? Why Shift 3 and 4? I don't know. And then if, oh, okay, because then I go all the way down here to the individual buttons, right? So there's my Shift 1 and 2. So my Nooners slide is 1 and 2. But then if I have the Mind Pocket slides, I have a different 3 and 4. So I'm sure there's a way to clean this up a little bit, but that's what I have for right now. It's interesting though. I very much like the idea of the buttons. It's not as scary as I once thought. Like this screen here, like I could put a button just to put this up or down all the time. But a couple of things what I think might be interesting is, could I use it at regular work? Like if you have if you're constantly like copy pasting stuff, like I can mouse and then button, right? I could be like copy. Shit. Wait, hold on. Oh, I broke it now. I broke it. Oh, because I'm on the wrong one. Wait, go back. Mind Pockets. Right? Like I could be like copy, paste. Like how weird that would be. And then all we'd have to do is mouse it, and then I wouldn't have to right click and scroll down for the copy, and then right click, scroll down for the paste. I can just literally go copy paste. Like I want to try to use it for everything now. I don't know exactly what or how I would, but it is what it is. All right, we got 30 seconds. So look, check this out. I'm gonna get my head straight. Boom! Look at that. We'll see you guys in a second. I'm not. I'm not creating. Hold on. I'll be back. And I got to make sure I hit pause. Okay, I'm not inventing copy Control C, Control V, but okay, hold on. See now. See, you come at me. Okay, ready? So I got to come over here, right? And I got to go right click and then scroll down to copy, and then I got to right click and scroll down to paste. Okay, who wants to do all of that when I could just be like copy paste, copy paste, copy paste? Oh man. Hey everybody. Okay, it's Monday Nooners slash Mind Pockets. There was a huge comedy of of errors like all week. Not all week, just on Saturday. Oh, okay. So I have a boss after 15 years is like I gotta go. I can't grow here. I gotta go somewhere else where I can continue to grow. Sorry to see her leave. Super proud of her for leaving. Like it sucks for everybody but her. I know it sucks for her too because she doesn't want to leave, but still. All right. So the idea on Saturday was I was going to get off work, take a nap. Alarms were set for 5 and 6 o'clock. I was going to get up, go to her going away thing at 6:30, and then depending on what it looked like, I was going to live stream at the going away party, which I thought would have been cool, right? Because it would have been practice for fan fusion. It also would have allowed me a chance to walk around and get um, like a video goodbyes from everybody, and then that way she could go back and see like everybody was like, "Oh, we miss you. We sad to see you go." Well, I get okay, so that started at 6:30. Uh, I woke up at 7:30. Like through, I missed every alarm, so I was like, "Oh crap." Okay, so I was like, the show wasn't put together because like the plan was, oh, okay, the plan was get there by 6. Worst case, I hang out for a little bit, then I go to work, and then I would just live stream from uh, the break room or one of the areas there at like 8:30 or 9, and you'd still see your live stream. But because I woke up at 7:30, like all my times are all jacked up now. So I don't have, so I go say hellos and goodbyes, see a lot of people. Um, like I still get weird about podcasting, live streaming, taking pictures of stuff in real life. Like the idea I like since early comments still bother me of like you can't just live in the moment. It's like I can, but people who couldn't have attended, if you want to go back and look at some happy goodbyes and stuff, like hey, like it would have been more for that purpose because like Rob, my old boss, like right, the guy dropped like 70 pounds. Like he looks crazy thin. Like I haven't seen him in years. So like I have no pictures because I was all self conscious about taking pictures. It is what it is. So that's why you guys had no mind pockets on Saturday. Okay, multiple times throughout the show. I'm going to remind you that on Saturday, this Saturday, no mind pockets. We are doing award show prep. We are doing first round ballot nominations for the award show. We're going to hang out 8 o'clock. We're going to play for an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe. I think I have the night off. We're going to hit all the categories. We're going to play in the chat, and we're just going to throw out all of your favorite episodes, moments, and update the list. and then I'll take the full list. We'll break it down a little bit further, and then we'll send it out probably next Monday. Yeah, because if I don't have to work on Saturday, I can do it all Saturday night. Okay, so like tentatively, Mind Pockets Monday, a week from today, I'll give you an update. But we'll have the official ballot for each category and each nominee, and then I'll show you how to make your official votes, one per category. We'll run that for a couple of weeks, and then I'll put it all together, and we should have an amazing award show. Okay. So that is coming up on Saturday. I will be sending extra emails and texts for people to make sure that they come in and hang out. We should see a bunch of comments this Saturday. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna have a blast. Okay. So that is your opening little monologue thingy, which is I overslept. I didn't record nothing on Saturday, and we're doing Mind Pockets today and next Monday because Saturday will be award show prep. All right, we're crunch timing on this thing. We got we have less than 2 months to get it put together. So I thought it'd be kind of fun for you guys to jump in and be able to play with me for a little bit with that. All right. With that said, we're gonna go ahead and hit the little button. Look at that. No hands. I don't know what's happening with like the podcast right now, but I've been seeing like an influx of like texts and emails for promotions and stuff. But some of these people who text me, like, I want to know how they got my number, and like, I want to engage them. I know I'm not going to, and I know it's all spam. But like, I'd really like to know, like, where these, like, it kills me. Like, hey Ben, Joe, love to work with you, and I'm like, dude, Joe, I don't even know who you are. Like, how did you even get this number? Oh, I hate people. Like, okay, I used to get a lot of those messages early on the podcast, and then all of a sudden I start getting more of them again, and they're texting me directly. Um, and they know my name, they know the podcast. I'm sure somewhere in the data pool of stuff that we host with has a phone number. It's just weird. Like I just really wish I could like engage them and be like I'll let you promote me, but honestly, tell me where you got this number, or like honestly, tell me if you've even listened to an episode. But like I know I can't because I don't want to one I don't want to reply to any of the emails. I'll get hacked. My phone, I just. Ugh. But it does. I do wonder. Like I know it's all like data leak stuff. So like I get that people have my stuff, but at the same time, I really wish I knew like specifically like if there were valid. So here's where the problem I have with the whole thing is. Okay, if I am chasing the whimsy and I just got like if I have just a list of names, phone numbers, and email addresses, and I started calling you and like emailing you, like, hey, I have a podcast. I'm wondering if you'd like to, help out the Patreon, help raise some money, $4 a month. Like nobody would believe it. Like it blows my mind. Like, how do you reach out to be like, I got your information through like shady outlets. Give me your business. Like I can't do it. Why is this hand? Uh, it's slightly off because I had to move the camera around a little bit. I'll tell you guys later. Um, like how can I trust working with somebody if I don't know how they got my info. That's my one problem I'm running into. Is I would love to try a different form of promotion of some kind, but I can't. I just can't trust any of them. Uh, Started training a new person. Not going so bad. Slow, but we're getting there. It's good to have 3 people staffed again, so that's always a plus. We're back to fully staffed, right? Uh, a boss who now is officially former boss, wildly underappreciated is why she's leaving. Made sure that I got a full staff before she dipped out on me. Like she was a nice lady. What she was a great boss. Uh, 3 people. So now what's interesting is what we should start to see is more Saturdays off again. Because there's a certain like I don't want to be a douche about it, but I got quite a bit of seniority. You don't need 3 people on Saturdays. Let's just for one, two. Like, have I not worked a lot already? Can I take a break and can I work a 4-day week every once in a while? So might be douchey, but I got to do what's good for Ben sometimes, which is weird because it's always about Ben, but I don't do a lot of stuff for Ben. So yeah, you guys work that sentence out. So uh, there was the conversation last week ish that there was basically my boss is leaving. Uh, the situation interesting. It was kind of like one of those headhunter type situations. Like someone sought her out. So like 100% good for her. Interesting though. The plot thickens. She wasn't necessarily looking. She wasn't actively looking to go anywhere, but situation presented and she took it. So early on, my old boss, she replaced, which was her old boss. 15 years later, was like, "Hey, would you like to come over?" Okay. Now, maybe it's just he's like, "Hey, I work a different shipping and receiving. I could use your expertise. You don't want to be over there anyway, so move them over, right?" So, like, that's not uncommon, right? But then I mentioned Rob. Rob also works over there now. So now, in the last like 2 years, we've lost 2 people since year one to a guy who runs a place who used to be there year one. So there are now 3 year one people having left my place and gone to a new shipping and receiving. Very interesting. Now, pointing at the fences. I'm not saying that like 100%. They're not going to come after me. Like, like they uh, appreciated everything that I do, but I don't know if they're not looking for people like me. What if is what I'm thinking? Are they done? Are they trying to build their own dream team? One, I know these people because I worked with them years ago, and or I've been working with them for 15 years. I've watched them grow, and I know that what they can do. I don't have to train this person. Could they be going like here's what I'm pointing at the fences for? In the next 6 months, let's go to the end of the year. One more person from year one, year two, year three ends up at the new place. there's nothing to suggest that that's going to happen, um, other than Ben's gut feeling and pointing at the fences. I am not. I'm like 50-50, but still decent batting average. 500 people would be level 500. Um, Now it's just who would it be? I think there are. Uh, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Um, if anybody who's worked with me has any suggestions, text me. But I bet you there's one more big move coming, and this guy is gonna snag up a total of 3 year one uh, people, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, it does affect me almost none. Uh, I was gonna play the game of like, what if? There's zero way they're gonna come after me. I promise they're not gonna like. Uh, there's only like 3 people that can fully appreciate the quality work that I did and know that it was only best when I had when I had my dream team. So they're like, why would we go for just him if we can't get the combo? Slash, why can't we just get the combo or the other half? So, uh, interesting stuff.
Reached out to somebody from Tesdy Town. Recent episode, one of their residents was going through was on the episode, talked about him. So I reached out, emailed him, and he said a couple of weeks. He's just got some stuff, so we'll see.
Paused without the mouse. We're gonna can we for the award show, can we do like best piece of tech? Because this thing came in clutch, dude. Like right at the end of the year two. Like this thing until I break it and then everything shuts down. All right, so there's a guy, Tom, in Tessie Town. I think he's like 43, going through a semi midlife crisis. And I was listening to his episode and I was like, oh my God, you were everywhere I was 2 years ago. So I reached out and be like, hey man, uh, I know it sucks trying to talk about that stuff, but I'm like, you're welcome. Like, come over here, man. Let's hang out, like, and just chat because, like, we're very, like, one. I don't think I have. Okay, I don't have guy friends. My friend list is like this, and 2 of them are kids, and one of them had my baby, and one of them is her twin. Like, uh, so this idea of like just hanging out with another guy would be kind of cool, and then being able to relate to uh, like midlife 40-year-old crisis. So reach out. He did reply back. He did say a couple of weeks. I want to say he was a teacher, but I don't think he is. But he's got some work he's finishing up. So I said perfect because I got a bunch of stuff. I had to get through um, Mother's Day and the Fan Fusion prep. So I like the idea that we just keep dipping into Tesdy Town people. Uh, it won't be. He's more behind the scenes, so I don't know what kind of. It's definitely going to be more of like a me and another like 2 old man episodes, or one episode with 2 old men basically. Uh, so, but still, he's from Tessie Town, so play.
New season of Poker Face. Uh, Absolutely good. So far, good season. I think there's like 4 episodes out. Super wild. Episode 1, like the story with quintuplets, all played by the same person.
5, right?
Like the universe is showing me been their videos on like Poker Face.
Okay, new season of Poker Face. Poker Face, I believe, made my top 10 list last year. Fantastic show. Mystery of the week. Like very like 80s, 70s, 80s style. Um, like Columbo or like a Matlock. Just very small ongoing story. Fantastic show. Episode 1. there's a lady taking care of mom. She's not doing well, and then they're like, "Hey, let's talk about the will of mom because he might be dying soon." And she's like, "You have three other sisters." And then we find out there's a spoiler. There's a fifth sister, and it was just awesome to watch. No, to be fair, okay, here's what they didn't do nearly of a good job with multiple twins in the same screen. Two was typically the most that you ever saw. And I'm like, oh, I just want to email them and be like, hey guys, you need some help because I can fit four of these people in one shot. So, uh, but yeah, I'm watching TV and I'm like, I just made a Ben there video. I just made a video with and quadruplets, four Bens, all in one screen. They're shooting constantly back and forth, back and forth. Like um, most TV, right? If you need to separate one twin from the other, it's a fucking hat, which I already did. Like I already did the hat. I mean, but it's the trope, but still, Poker Face. 4 episodes out so far, super good. But watch the first one. It's interesting to see how like big budget studios make five people twins and realize how basic it was. Like I can make videos like like hey man, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. Hey, like I could do that all day. Different button for different button. I'll just be pushing buttons the whole time. And like I think that means I'm onto something. No, like it's like I'm not the only guy making twin or like septuplet like videos. Like I'm not the only guy who's under like who's created right. Because I don't need anybody in the chat being like, oh, so you're just gonna try and create the multicam. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Like I'll take credit for like borrowing the Wonder idea from Adolescence and the studio. Like I'll like I admit I borrowed that idea, but like all of a sudden now we need twin videos. That's suspect to me. Maybe.
Start asking people for some good monologues, like movie ones. I think I would like to start trying to perform monologues. You guys probably won't hear most of them for a little bit, but I think it would be interesting. I have a couple, but mine are always like, we'll see. But yeah, if you guys know any good TV movie monologues, let me know.
All right. Obviously, you got anything from Aaron Sorkin. So like, I'll take any monologue from A Few Good Men. Was that Jobs? Steve Jobs movie? Anything from Sports Night, Newsroom? Like those are all amazing. So you're never gonna see any of them. I'm gonna record them, so you'll see them one day. But yeah, there's this idea that I want to sit and start like because like as I make more Ben There videos, right? There's gonna be uh, if I was gonna try to create some kind of storyline or like some kind of soap opera, like I should okay. I'm not trying to learn to act, but I would like to try because like isn't that one of the things like when you go to acting class, they're like you need a good monologue, and I'm like, and there's so like everybody does Shakespeare, like, and I can't do that. I can't. Um, there's some people that would just disown me and then take my children and run. Um, but yeah, like I record a couple, wait until they get better, and then we do a whole bit where I just do like uh, courtroom background, and then I'm Jack Nicholson and doing A Few Good Men, right? Um, BoJack Horseman. There's like 2 episodes I would pull from there: Free Churro and View from Halfway Down, like the little part in the back there. Um, yeah, I keep looking. Like every time I watch TV now, I'm like, Is that like so? Yeah, make some suggestions. Just give me some range. It would be interesting to see like I got back here trying to be all Jack Nicholson over here. Uh, but I would like to be like I like the idea of being able to play with uh, different themes and different tones, and to see if I can like I don't like I'm not gonna do it now. Like okay, but if you're like, hey Ben, try one now. Like I don't know how I would convey like anger or like sarcasm. Maybe I can get sarcasm, right? But uh yeah, so I'm searching the monologues, in which I'm gonna start recording random monologues in the middle of the night. Um, it will be fun, I think. Until they're like way bad and like you'll never see them. Like I'll make sure those get lost. So I'm pretty sure there's 13 today because they have the extra 2 days. We should have a commercial now.
Go check out Whimsy with a Z, the podcast from Chasing the Whimsy. Whimsy with a Z is a brand new podcast where they meet and hang out with 6 teenagers each month to get to know what it's like to be a Generation Z in today's day and age. They'll discuss summer, first days of school, and maybe dive into the struggles that most teens face, but maybe not talk about. Join along as they break down the generation gap and better understand what it's like to be Generation Z. That's Whimsy with a Z. Chasing Whimsy, talking to Generation Z. A few new episodes up for you to listen to already, and make sure you subscribe to be notified of future releases. Whimsy with a Z is a podcast for teens, by teens, but parents are welcome and encouraged to also listen. You can stream it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and at the website chasingthewhimsy.com. That's Whimsy with a Z, the podcast. Go stream, download, and subscribe today.
All right. I might need to stop watching TV because it seems like everything I watch is directly talking to me. Like 100%, I might need some therapy. 2, Hacks. Carol Burnett was on there, and she gave a suggestion that I've been 100% doing for like the last, like consciously the last couple of months. Like it's so crazy. Like they're in, like it's in my head right now.
I'll play coincidences, right? I'll play the idea of like, hey, no one's done twins in a while. We'll just do a twin episode. But like everything I am watching right now is like Carol Burnett is basically talking, and then like no joke, I'm watching TV, and then she just looks right at me on the screen. It's like Ben, here's some advice, and it's like the weirdest thing. I forget what the therapy one was. Um, oh, I forget what it had its own special name. I didn't even write it down. I should have. Um, like how like I forget what I honestly forget what it was about, but it was like they're like you have this thing, and they're like yes I do. They're like you need therapy. So I'm like television. I watch you all the time. Quit telling me I need therapy and quit giving me ideas that I already have. Like it's weird. Unless that's TV's way of acknowledging, like, hey man, we're paying attention to you. I don't know any. I don't know. What was that? 3 things now? 2 things from Hacks, one from Poker Face. What else did I watch? Hold on. I don't know. But if I watch any TV show in the next week, right? Some comedy, right? Tim Allen's like he's doing shifting gears, and he's like, "Oh, I'm looking for the perfect gift for my daughter. I'm gonna lose my mind. All right, I'm gonna lose my mind." Or if they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go to a con," maybe it is con season, so we'll see. But I'm telling you, somebody's watching me, man.
Bandersnatch from Black Mirror is being pulled from Netflix on the 12th. If it was a Netflix show and they pull it, I can't find I don't. There's no DVDs for Black Mirror. If they pull it, does Bandersnatch become lost media, and should I record it before it goes away?
4 days ago, maybe. There's an article that hits that says Netflix is removing all of its interactive television. The Unbreakable something, Kimberly somebody. There was a Puss in Boots movie game that Sophie and I played once, but it was a choose your own adventure. So Bandersnatch, Black Mirror, you have a kid and he's walking to the bus, and then it would pause and say, "Do you get on the bus? Do you get off, or do you not get on the bus?" And then depending on what action you took, you get on the bus, and then the story plays out. And then if you go the other way, then the story continues to play out. There's a little bit of overlap somewhere, but there's printed it out. There had to have been 30, like 25, 30 different decisions across this hour and a half long movie that you get to choose what happens. Okay, so that was 4 days ago. They're like, we're removing it. Okay, so now I'm like, one, where can I watch it? Because if you have all of these different choose your own adventures, in theory, there's like 7 or 8 different endings. So which ending do they pick if they're going to like keep it as like a show, right? So they're like, hey, we're going to get rid of the interactive feature, but we're just going to have this one version of it. And this is the best one, so we're going to keep it, right? So 512, they're like, it's gone. So the idea, okay, was because you, in theory, can't find it anywhere. I was, after this live stream, I was going to rewatch the movie, and that's interesting. Why did that come up again? Anyway, um, I would like record, like I was gonna do it today right after this, right? So that way there is a copy of the movie with the best ending. Motherfuckers took it down midnight going into 512. So I looked at it today because I was going to work on it last night. Gone, all gone. You cannot find Bandersnatch anywhere today, right now on the internet, in its full run. I have looked. I liked the idea. I was gonna hold a piece of lost media. Like 10 years from now, they're gonna be like, "Hey, remember that Bandersnatch movie? Oh, no one can watch it." I'm like, I got it. Absolutely bugged me, man. I thought it was gonna be like you have until the end of the 12th, not the very beginning of the 12th. So now so I didn't record anything. I have no idea. Uh, I don't know. I'm wondering. I'm waiting to see if they release it somewhere. There's a couple of bootleg uh, DVD Blu-rays that I can buy, but I don't know if it has Bandersnatch in it because it was an independent. It was a movie outside of a series. So you have seasons 1 through 7, but what do you do with the random movie that was in the middle, technically not attached to a season? If in 10 years we're like, oh man, I wish we had any version of Bandersnatch, I'm going to lose my mind because I'm going to be like, I had the chance and I just slept on it because I didn't even sleep on it. I had no time. It's an hour and a half long, but I needed to, like, I couldn't just hit play and record. I just have to, because I have to be there to hit all the different, the options of my choose my own adventure. Absolutely bothered me that I can't find it right now. All right, that's all the rant I have.
Reached out to Ming, floated the idea of me possibly like volunteering some work at Chronicon. He says no. Good reasons, but cryptic, but he may or may not be coming to Fan Fusion.
All right, so Ming's doing a bunch of stuff at Chronicon. So I was like, hey, have you considered doing this other thing slash I will do it for you. And he's like, respectfully, no. He's like, almost like he doesn't want the bother. So I was like, fair enough. So now, like, I was totally coming from it from like a place of like I'm trying to piggyback off of it. So now I just got to go rogue and just do my Ben thing when I go to Chronicon. Uh, no updates yet on Chronicon. I got the password, the link for the pre-sales. It's going to be $300 for tickets for Chronicon for 3 days. Um, flights looked fairly inexpensive, like 350, and then the hotel room like $160 a night. So I don't have the math on it, but I think I can do it for like $1,200, a little bit less. I'm going to try to go for less. Um, I don't know if I have $1,200. I have $800 coming to Sunset on my teeth, uh, which sucks because even if I come up with 12, like I couldn't come up with, like I'm confident I cannot come up with like $3,000 again and take somebody with me. So now I'm trying to go rogue at a con and try to do a bunch of stuff solo. It will be fun and an experience in itself. But what do I do when if I get the okay to set up a table out in the corridors and I have to go to the bathroom? I'm like, I can't be like, hey, watch my stuff. I come back and be gone. Uh, I don't know. I should know in the next 2 weeks if I'm going to Chronicon. Okay, I should know in the next 2 weeks if I buy tickets for Chronicon, and then I should know a little bit after that if I'm actually going, or if I just wasted $300. So we'll see.
Got an interview here, about an hour with the. Okay, so I was on the magazine, the Force magazine, in October, November, and now I'm doing like a interview on her, uh, basically her online TV channel. So that's actually pretty exciting. So God, I hope it goes well. Otherwise, you guys will never hear about it.
A while ago, I had mentioned Cindy Whitman, Wittman, Whitman. She has the magazine, the Force magazine. I wrote, we were put in the magazine, right? So that was kind of cool. We saw that. But then there was an email that I found somewhere online where she was like, "Hey, she's like, I do a show, a YouTube channel. Um, she's on I forget what platform it's called. Kind of like a Tubi or like a Ruko app for those TVs. She has like one of those, but it's very uh, women focused, like a Lifetime. All right, so it's like a type of Lifetime app channel. So on that channel, that has like a million subs, she does a TV show called Little Gives, Gives, where she'll interview people about stuff that they're doing, how they get back to the community, and some whatever. So I had that interview Saturday. I think it went well. Um, they have to edit it still, put it together. I should get a link in about 2 weeks with a copy of the episode in a release date. In theory, the release date might be like a month or two out. So once I get the my version of it, I'll look at it, and you guys might see that interview in addition to whenever she releases the interview. Ben was on Little Gives. It was interesting. First time I've been interviewed about the podcast. No, yes. Jay Sarge kind of did a little something with me, but never like a hard sit down type interview. I just kept like just spewing a bunch of whatevers. Um, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was weird. But it was fun to be being asked about what and why it is that I do.
It's weird watching people leave work, man. So boss is leaving, right? She's next week. 15 years. Weird to think that you won't see that person anymore. But then, right? So now I gotta ask mom, I guess. Is she was at her place for like 20. What does it feel like leaving work? Because in theory, I'll be leaving one of the jobs in the next couple of years. Like, what is it like having been somewhere so long to not go back anymore?
I got to ask Kelly because she was there for a while, and then she left. Right. So there's like that obviously sucks. Do you miss it? Do you not miss it? Mom was at her place for like 20. Like, dude, it like I already lost my mind going back to the bowling alley, right? And just that's part of the nostalgia tour issue was just like I miss this place. Like I remember doing stuff over there, over there, over there, over there. Uh, I was in my late teens, early 20s, so it was a very formidable place in my life. Um, but yeah, what am I gonna do when I go when I if I go back to I go one job and be like I was at that other place for next to 20 years? Like, what does it feel like? Like, what does it feel like to be able to like walk away from a place? Like it seems so weird to me. Um, like I know that it happens like all the fucking time. I just can't wrap my head around the idea because like I take a week off. It's kind of nice. COVID, there was a flood in 2018. I took a bunch of time off. I didn't miss it then because I knew I was coming back. So it will be interesting conversation to have with people. Like add that to one of the onesie questions, the gauntlet questions of what is the emotional roller coaster of leaving a place that you for the most part enjoyed and or was a huge chunk of your life, and what is it like and what does that roller coaster feel like? Because that would be I don't know, be interesting. Seriously, I got like 2 years before I even have to consider doing that, but we'll see. Like because I get a little bit nostalgic like that when I go to the day place, right? Because I work from home now. Like I miss that place, but because I still work with them, I haven't fully been able to like miss work or that work because I'm still doing it. No, but as I talk to, there's a couple people that I work with that are going to come on, so I'm going to ask them what do they miss about the office and if they have that roller coaster or not. Hmm. Okay.
I don't know. It's gonna be weird. So in this like nostalgia uh, phase, I guess, going back checking some old emails from like years ago, and like it was a good idea because I was like, this is kind of fun to reminisce, memory, travel down memory lane, and then it's like a bad idea because like some of these old emails, man, like that was a version of Ben I haven't seen in forever, and then realized like that Ben was significantly smarter than I am today. Like he saw everything, and then like current Ben just lets it all like. Well, to be fair, that Ben let it all get away from him, but yeah, it's like one of those good idea, bad idea type things. It's like, oh, it'd be fun to look at emails. Oh, no, it doesn't. Ren?
So, yeah, yeah, that's like okay. So part of the nostalgia tour, like I totally get it. Like I don't feel all of those. I've been like, oh, I miss that band. Like, oh, that band was so cool. But be like, oh, that's the band that kind of let life kind of fall apart. Like, because like, so I'm reading these emails, right? So I'm reading them. I'm like, oh, this guy's like this guy is so cool. I'm like, everybody loves this guy, and he's just like super fun. But then I'm like, well, where did that? I'm like, what happened? And then I'm like, oh yeah, that Ben's also an idiot because those emails stopped eventually, and he just like pissed it all away. And now, what was that? I think they were 2012, 12 emails. So what are we? 13 years removed, 12 years removed. I look back at him and be like, man, that guy's an idiot. Like, it's just so weird. Yeah, dude, I fell down that rabbit hole for like hours. Um, some stuff. Here's some interesting stuff in there. So I'm gonna take some of the emails out in case, like, whenever I do leave, so that way I have like weird snippets of this Ben who thought he knew everything. He doesn't. Oh man, like all talk, man. That guy just like good talker, just could not for the life of him make a decision. Like that's what I found out. Like in 2010s Benz, guy can make zero decisions. He was a mess. Like in a better headspace than this mess. Uh, Super cryptic for all of you, but one, maybe two. One. Let's be honest, one. Uh, but like, do you guys ever go back and read old journals or diaries? Uh, or if you've worked somewhere long enough, you go back and check all those old emails. Been here. I'm here. I just forgot to let you know that I've been here all this time from the beginning. Great show so far. Bye. She's cool, man. Is that by? Is that by a? I'm leaving now. Like, hey, I want you to know that I did see it, but I'm leaving now. Or like, hey, I'm just gonna interrupt you to let you know that I've been here for 45 minutes. All right, thanks, bye. And I'm gonna be here longer. I like it. That's so fun. Uh, yeah, grandma. Grandma had a place. She worked with mattresses. Like, what do you do when they shut your business down or your bar? Or my head seems like it's in a weird place. Like I'm looking too far this way. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, back to the emails. Uh, that was a very hopeful Ben back in 2012. Oh, 2012 Ben. Oh, you were a good one. Uh, if only I can go back and tell him, be like, hey, dude, uh, like all the stuff that you do and say, how about you just like do it and then quit being a little bitch. Uh, who knows? Who knows what that? Who knows what this show even looks like by then? If that ever happened, but that's why you can't play with time travel. You can just sit back and just look at it and just regret it. So, like, wouldn't it, would it just be easier just to time travel and forget that this? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, last one.
Question: should there be a file or a notebook or something somewhere that should I pass away like spontaneously, like should someone have access to uh, like passwords and account information, like how does one get a hold of all of my stuff, the podcast, the bank accounts, like how do you guys start turning off my internet, like how come no one teaches that anywhere? Like when someone dies, like how do we settle their affairs? Like how are you guys gonna settle my affairs? I got so much shit just laying around. I got accounts everywhere. Like is there I don't know what the protocol is for this. Do any of you guys have uh, like a I forget what it's called because they saw it on How I Met Your Mother, but they had a binder with all the passwords and the account info. I don't know. Let me know.
So, um, like I can't write them all down in a binder because if I get robbed, then they have access to all my stuff. Okay, so here's okay from a movie that I saw once. Somebody like brother died, and the doctor was like, "Here's some information." Like there's a couple like a pamphlet and stuff, and in theory, there's someone to kind of like I don't know like like I don't know why it matters. It shouldn't. But this is like so like the like some weird real shit that like if anything should happen and you're like I want to release all of these extra Ben episodes that he never released. You cannot get into any of it because you don't know where any of the goddamn passwords are. So like now there's a bunch of lost media on the internet gone. And then like because it shouldn't be easy, right? Because for scammy reasons, like I should not be able to go call like Kelly's electric place and be like, "Hey, she passed away. Can you turn off her electricity?" With like, it shouldn't be that easy. There should be like, I don't know, I don't know. And then I'm like, so I'm not gonna write them down or anything. You have to keep my thumbprint or something, or like on my phone and be like, well, start thumbing it. Like I don't know. Um, aren't there certificates for that purpose? Okay, so so I passed away. Kelly's like, hey, Joyce, I'm going to help you out. Let me turn off the electric, and then like, so we're just passing around my death certificate just to start turning stuff off. And then I know like Facebook is a kind of a huge pain in the ass. Like that's why you see so many accounts still up for people who pass away because it's such a pain for family to get access to those. Um, okay, so you got a death certificate. Is that so? But then how do you? So then you have to start researching. Like, do I have like this electric or do I have the other electric place? So now you're just random. Like, I'm so sorry for like whoever has to take care of all of this. Like when I go, like I don't envy you. Like, do I have to write you in the will now and be like, this person gets to turn off all my stuff. You don't know where I have like bank accounts. You're like, does Ben have secret bank accounts somewhere? Maybe. When I worked for the call center, it was fairly common for family to call for that reason. Okay. And that was for like a phone, right? So you guys can turn off my phone. Okay. So how do you get to my money? How do you get to my 401k? I think a lot of that stuff's beneficiary stuff, right? So I die, you take the certificate to the bank and say, or my work and say, uh, the 401k, the beneficiaries go over here. Okay, I get that. It just, I don't know. I think with the death certificate, you need to go to court. Oh man, now you guys got to take a day off to go to court? I don't know, man. That's why you set it all beneficiaries and have a will. Right. Okay. So now when do you set a will? Right. Because if I do one now, I don't want to look all cynical and like, uh, like it's a responsible thing to do, 100%. But when does one need to start really considering putting together a will? Uh, become an executor of the estate for banking and property. and leave it all to Liam. Like you can have it all as soon as you handle all of the stuff. Um, okay, but how do I find it? Like I guess I get you. You make a bunch of phone calls, and then somebody gives you like, but man, that's a bunch of phone calls. Who wants to do all of that? I'm sorry for all of you guys, man. Like, hopefully, I'm like semi lucid enough where I can just like change all the passwords to like Ben123. Um, but yeah, don't look forward to it. And then, okay, 10 years from now, we build this thing up to like something crazy, right? We got TV deal. We're like, we're sponsored. We got like fucking Nike logos over here, right? We got these pockets are by like, and like, uh, I don't know, what's a brand name? Levi comes back and right, like we got some Levi's, right? So we got like all, and then like, how do you get the podcast stuff? You're like is YouTube? I don't know if YouTube is just gonna start randomly handing stuff over to you. So you're like, all right, we got a bunch of like, uh, I don't know. I get part of it, like some routine stuff should be simple. Boom, house, like I get that one's easy. Life insurance, 401k, most of that stuff is okay. Oh, okay. So you guys, okay. So I pass away. You guys all come to the house, and you guys are like uh, cleaning out the house, right? Figuring out what we want to keep, what we don't want to keep, and then while you're doing so, you go through all the bills. You're like, oh, look, okay, so he does have this electric, and here's a phone number, so you can, okay. So that's like it's a weird fucking escape room now situation. I don't, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to anybody passing away, and I'm not looking forward for any of you guys to deal with any of my stuff whenever I go. But yes, Mom, do you have a will? Kelly, do you have a will? And then Grandma, do you have a will? I don't know if Grandma's even still here. She said bye. And then does it cost anything for a will? Like, do I have to go? Uh, Now, here's something interesting. I thought about doing a will episode, right? Uh, like with possibly with Lamb, because I think if I did it as an old man episode, it sound like a little like tonally it might sound a little bit weird. But like, hey, Liam, I pass away. Here's what I need to happen. Like, okay, Liam and I hang out next week, and I say, when I pass away, here are the things that I need you to make sure that happens, and here's who gets what stuff. Okay, comic book collection, because I know he wants my gaming collection, right? Certain money should go somewhere else. Like how much of it? Okay, so if I lay all that out on the podcast, how legally binding is most of that? So I'm like, all right, so my 401k is worth this much. You pay off the house. Liam, you live here after 18. You don't sell it. You keep X amount of money to help pay for like property tax for 10 years, and then you can sell it after that. So if I lay out all of those scenarios and I get hit by a bus, is the episode 114 legally binding in any way? If I say this is illegally binding, I want this. This is not a joke for the podcast. Like, will a lawyer be like, sorry, Liam, you get none of it. We're just going to give it all to Kelly and Mom. I don't know. Man, I got to Google when do I get a will? Uh, I don't know what triggered that one, but it was like, uh, it's an interesting thing to think about because it's like, they would have to go to court and the judge would decide. You're like, no, man, I listened to the rest of this guy's stuff. This guy was, this guy's loopy. Um, right? Because like, God for like, I don't want like, what if I was one of those families, right? Where like I pass away because there's no will. Like now all the siblings fight each other for it, and they're all pissy about it. Uh, like I don't want all that. you know, my epic, like, I don't want Liam burning in here just taking his gnome. I'm definitely not getting anything. Uh, it would go to Liam and Sophie. I don't even know where any of most of the stuff hasn't been filled out in 20 years. Like, I should in theory I should probably you want the pens? uh, 'Cause I think right now mom gets everything because like it was the only name I knew consistently 15 and 20 years ago. So now do I like okay, all right, boom. Mom gets all of my shit, right? So she's like, all right, well that sucks. Now mom has no idea what my intentions are for where it goes and what goes where. So does mom just like arbitrarily just be like, because I know for a fact she's like, hey man, like she would do it, but like without any instructions, she would hate everything. She's like, I don't want to deal with all of this. like, uh, in theory, she just throw it all into trust until they're like 25. Like, the big thing is, okay, whatever happens, the house got to get paid off, and then the house has got to stay in the family. That's like my only one thing. Everything else, like, um, if Lim insists on taking the gnome, uh, you can't take the gnome. Shit, I'm dead. He can't like I can't contest his part his half of it. We did an episode on that. Like, what happens to this guy then? But you're not thinking about it now. Oh, but you are thinking about it now, so you can make arrangements. Yeah, but no one wants to have the death talk. Like, go to mom's next Monday and be like, "Hey, how you doing? Like the last episode. Hey, by the way, here's a list of things I need you to do when I die. Put the box under the bed, burn it, just burn it. Um, all the computers, just burn them all. Um, no, that would be Kelly's responsibility. There you go, Kelly. You got one. You got to come here. You delete. You have to just delete my search history on a bunch of stuff and just get rid of all the computers. Um, all right, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna find out what an appropriate age is to have a will. I mean, to be fair, right now it's just real basic stuff. It was like, deal. Kids can get some money when they graduate and they're 25. Um, all the pens in the house and the $50, and I'm game. Well, like in theory, okay. Does anybody know anything about a 401k? I die, you guys get my $1.2 million, but it hasn't matured yet. So does that money still have to stay in a 401k until it matures, or do you get hit with a bunch of the penalties? Because otherwise, we're just paying off everybody's house, and we just like there you guys go. Everybody's houses are paid off. Like, okay, I don't want to be super cynical about it, but like there's a small reality that says that I am definitely worth financially more dead than alive. So it's like, what is like, right? So Kelly's gonna be like, I'm gonna Black Widow this guy. She's like, boom, I want the pens, and I just paid off all the houses. I don't like that this hand is like missing. So I should bring that up. Yes, I have a will and deed transfer to for my house. All right, grandma's responsible. Okay, now who gets all the bells? Who gets the floor safe? Who gets all the knickknacks and the little people toys? Like, you should already have beneficiary for the one. Okay, that would be you. Again, I'm not really getting the money, so what am I don't know, man. You like Sophie's not old enough to. I don't know. I've seen movies, man. Black Widow. Well, that was a huge downer. I wish I had something better for like a fucking uppy. I have no ups. We're just gonna end Mind Pockets with this, like, hey, everybody, just like start thinking about your own death. Ugh. All right, but we do have some
Hey
fun
there,
stuff
Whimsy
coming up.
fans! We wanted to
Hold
take
on.
a moment away from the fun to express how much your support and contributions mean to us. If you're liking what you're hearing from us so far, we'd like to invite you to show us some love on our new Patreon. Starting at just $1 a week, you can help us keep the whimsy coming. That's not just our podcast, but live streams and new projects on the horizon as well. All members get special shout out during our live streams. If you're comfortable giving a little more, please take a look at our gift tier. These gifts are hand-picked by the Whimsy crew to bring more curiosity, fun, and whimsy to you as thanks for your support. Every little bit counts, and whether you support us by listening and subscribing to our podcasts, holding court on our lives, or subscribing to our Patreon, thank you for helping us keep the magic alive and the mics on. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/chasingthewhimsy, or follow the link on our YouTube channel at Chasing the Whimsy. Thank you again for all the support. Whimsy!
Totally do like a whimsy episode of like Settle Benson's estate. Auction some shit off. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't think about all this stuff pre 40. I lied. I thought about it all the time when I was like in my 30s. Because I was like, man, what would I do with all, like, who would get all what? I didn't have much of anything back then, so now it's a little bit harder. Anyway, boom, Patreon people. These guys right here. Andy, Nikki, your family. Megan, your family. Joyce Ann, Enderfrog, EC1, Gooster, Violet, Dad, Courtney, Kit, and Lasagna Hammer. Thank you guys for your subscriptions and your donations. Means a lot. Helps out a little bit. I'm picking up today the May gifts. Make sure you sign up for the Patreon so you can see what the May gift was that you're missing out on. There might be one or two extras. You never know. But then also, uh, 5 seconds. Hold on. There you go. We're raising some money. Hey, we raised like $239 already this year. That's pretty cool. We're gonna give back, building a community. Give back. The judge is like, Ben said, give it all back. I don't. Yeah. Start a foundation of like buses. It's like some bus related like safety. I don't know. Huh. All right. As we finish up, all right. Next, this coming Saturday, 8 o'clock. Shit. 8 o'clock. Live with all of you. We are going to be talking about the award show. Different categories. And I don't, even at this point, I don't even know if structurally we'll probably go by episode, but real open forum type stuff. We're just going to have a good time talking about 113 episodes, 2 years worth of whimsy. What are your favorite moments? If we don't know what category it goes in, I just need to know what episodes, moments, and guests that you guys liked. And then we'll put them in where appropriate. Um, I think last time we talked about it, there was 9 categories, 8 categories. I think we're gonna try to get it to 10. No, 8 or 9. 8 or 9 is what we're looking for, because there might be one or two special ones. So between now and Saturday, you wait, hold on. take your little whimsy pen, grab yourself a piece of paper. Take some notes. Um, don't worry about year 1, year 2. We're just throwing them all out. I'll organize them later. Uh, favorite moments, Ben and Liam specifically. Overall podcast favorite moments, like episodes. Uh, achievement in sound or audio and video. Like what bits do you like? Typically, like what's in my pocket. Like what was your favorite? What's in your pocket moment? Um, whatever's. Hey, don't use too much ink. um, if you do need, if it does run out of ink and you do want one of these sweet ass pens, check out chasingthewhimsy.com. Send him an email. Get an extra. I should start doing advertisings, right? You guys can't see any of that. But I have a button that I can have another camera that zooms in right here. And I can just be like, zoom in, zoom out. Dude, I'm telling you, this thing's gonna be so much fun. I need to get so much work out of this thing. Like now I want one that's like I was nervous about it because I didn't know how it worked, right? Because I thought it would have to be like specific to OBS, but it's like way more generic usage wise. But it does so much stuff. Um, like I wish I would have asked for like the bigger one, but I mean I'll take the 6 for now. Again, I can move it back and forth. Um, I was gonna ask you guys if you thought this was green screen or not, because I'm kind of curious. And start running that quiz and see if you guys know. Oh, that's why it looks weird. Because I did the interview. Okay, my hands I feel like are way down here, because where they normally are. Um, I played with the camera angle because I did the interview to make sure I got more of the gnomes. Oh man, like uh, it affects you guys in zero way, but like I was slowly losing my mind, thinking like the camera angle was like I even said it. There was something off with the camera angle and it's right where it normally is. It's just pointed up slightly more than normal. Huh. Ah. I'm fucking all over the place, man. Saturday. Bring your notes. We're gonna have a good time. Whatever your favorite of anything is from Whimsy, you bring it. Shoot me an email. Um, mention it on the chats. I'm gonna write them all down. I'll hire a note taker that day. Um, but yeah, I like the award show idea. I would like it to look good, very consistent. Like I want it to be Oscars and the Emmys, Whimsy, Golden Globes. So for me to get into that sweet spot, right? I'm definitely thinking of I'm putting a bunch of time and energy into it. Like I really want it to look and sound good. Um, I would like it to like. I would prefer it not to be all like it's like winging it. Certain level of wing, but I still want to make sure that there's a little bit of structure and or that um, episodes and the guests get their dues. So I don't want it to be a complete mockery. I want it to be fun. So, all right, that's what you guys got coming up on Saturday. No mind pockets. Saturday. Award show prep. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Um, today was sponsored by Stream Deck. Um, oh man, how cool would that be if they fucking saw this? Hey, Stream Deck. Absolutely love this product. I got the 6 buttoner. Uh, Super easy to use. I should have put this in the beginning or the middle of the podcast, not the very end. But it is what it is. Uh, love this thing. Look at this. Look at ease. So much ease. Okay, you're like, well, wait, hold on, Ben. How do I know that that was easier than the old way? Well, let me just. All right, ready? Um, let's see. Oh, I don't know where it is. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show you the mess. Oh no. Oh no. Where am I? I can't. I don't know what I'm looking for. Super hard. What would be easier? Get your hands on a 6-button Stream Deck. Yeah. All right. You guys have a good night. Whimsy.